I'm going to be predicting the NBA season awards after 2 weeks of action, not where they currently stand, but what I think the voting is going to decide. So first up, I have MVP. I have Luka as number 1. I think this is the year he'll get it. We've been saying it for a while, but he's basically averaging a 40-point triple-double, probably dwindle down to about 30 points, 10 assists, maybe 9 rebounds, but if he can get the Lakers to a top 3 or 4 seed in the West, I think the MVP is his award to lose. Next up, I have Giannis. He's the only player ever to average 60% shooting on 30 points per game. He did in both of the previous seasons. As of right now, it looks like he's about to do that again. He just looks completely unstoppable. And then third, I have Shea. As good as anyone in the league, and we know what he can produce. Jokic, I have kind of as like a 3B. I think this race is going to be one of the ones where we see third place finisher as good as they've ever been for a third place MVP. And then DPOY, this is of course Wemby's award to lose, but as of right now, I have Evan Mobley at second and Dyson Daniels at third. Coach of the year, I have Mitch Johnson with the Spurs. All they have to do, I think, is win 43 games, and if they make the playoffs, I think he'll probably win it just because of how good they've looked so quickly after not being so great in the last couple of years. Then I have Nick Nurse, the 76ers. I think they're a lot better than they were supposed to be, especially given that Joel Embiid is not being the player that he once was, and I think a lot of that's because of the coaching. Third, I have Billy Donovan with the Bulls. Once again, if they make the playoffs, I think he'll be in consideration. Rookie of the year, I have VJ Edgecombe. The reason I don't have Cooper Flag first, because he's in a system where he can be as comfortable as any rookie would want to be, and it looks like he's able to showcase his talent more than Flag, and the Mavericks are just really bad. But with that said, I do have Cooper Flag as second, and Noble at third. Most improved player, I have Denny Avdia. He's single-handedly winning the Blazers a lot of games, and it looks like he's one of their top players, and he's still only like 23 years old. 24. Then I have Josh Giddey with the Bulls at 2. Montes Mazel is at 3. They're both Bulls players, but both of them are taking a leap that you would ask for if you're a Bulls fan. Josh Giddey is basically playing as good as anyone at that value. And then finally, clutch player of the year, I have Steph Curry at number 1. He's basically as good as anyone in the clutch ever. Then I have Tyrese Maxey, who's been proven to be able to take tough game-winning shots in the clutch and win them. And then finally, Shea, who we saw last year was one of the best clutch players in the league. So those are my award predictions. This is where I think the NBA awards will fall when the season ends based off of what I've seen in the first 2 weeks.